Hi, I'm Ian, a bike gearhead, and I want to welcome you to the first Competitive Cyclist show of 2024. We've done Competitive Cyclist shows in the past, but this year we're going to make it a 12-part series. We're going to have new shows out hopefully every month and run you through some stuff in the industry. We might have some entertainment pieces, might have some special guests from time to time. I wanted to thank everybody that's watching this video and everybody out there on YouTube. We have just surpassed 70,000 subscribers. I think we doubled last year. We definitely put a lot of effort into our YouTube videos, so just want to thank you for subscribing, and we'd like to give you some awesome content in 2024. So make sure you subscribe down below, and we'll keep the videos coming. Also, leave suggestions down in the comments. We do have some series that we've already kind of baked into our schedule, but we'd love to take your suggestions and run with those as well. It might not happen immediately, but we can put it in our to-do list and hopefully get to it at some point. So I am a gearhead here, but I'm also the Competitive Cyclist brand manager. I run the brand marketing team for Competitive Cyclist, and I have some other people here that you may not know exactly what they do. They've been on the videos before, but they are bike gearheads on those videos. So I'm going to start over here with Jono. Let us know what you do, Jono.
All right, I'm Jono. I'm the social media manager for Competitive Cyclist, and anything you see on our social channels, I'm probably involved.
So those bike of the months that you see, that's Jono. He goes down to our bike shop. We have our mechanics down there building the bikes, and those videos get millions of views. So you should definitely check out our Instagram. I love those videos. They're totally
people
awesome.
Love ASMR, bike building, can't go wrong.
Yep. So the other person on my team is Sydney. Tell us what you do, Sydney.
Hi, I'm Sydney. I'm the marketing coordinator on Competitive Cyclist. So I help with Ian's side of things on campaign management, and also I help out Jono on the social team. So kind of wear a lot of hats, but keeps it really fun and interesting.
Yeah, she keeps the train on the train tracks. And then we have Kendall right here. What do you do, Kendall?
I'm a content manager. I work really heavily on the mountain bike side of things. You guys probably have seen me in some other videos. So yeah, I'm really involved with YouTube, bike reviews, bike launches. We're starting long-term reviews. So yeah, that's kind of my jam.
Yeah, all the YouTube descriptions, everything. You always write those, put them down there?
Throw some words in for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think the expertise that you were talking about was good. You're more of a mountain biker.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, I race a little bit of enduro, ride the bike park a lot, trail ride for fun, kind of all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah, Sydney, what do you say your specialty is?
Road racing, for sure. I'm definitely a roadie. Shout out to the mountain bikers. I don't know how you guys do it. I would crash way too much.
All love here, yeah.
What about you, Jono?
Oh man, gravel, cross-country mountain. I like the road. I like it all.
Yeah,
I just don't do a whole lot of racing, but just enjoy pedaling my bike around for a long time.
Yeah, you do it all. I moved out to Utah as a road racer, but I definitely got into the gravel racing quite a bit. Definitely enjoying that a lot. So I like talking about gravel stuff. I want to tell you a little bit about what the Competitive Cyclist Show is. We will be talking about industry news. We may have some guests on from time to time. We'll do some product launches and product highlights. You can see we have some in front of us. These launched in the last week, 2 weeks. We'll talk about those in a little more depth later. And then we'll do some entertainment pieces. If you've seen our channel, you subscribe. We went to the Tour de France last year. We go to Sea Otter. Leave some suggestions down below. We'd love to do some things like, cheap bike versus expensive bike. I think those could be cool. So if you have any, comments or suggestions on what we should do, leave that down in the notes below. Well, I think we can keep this show pretty short and sweet, so let's just get to the products that we've got in front of us. I think we can start with the OneUp V3 dropper that just came out recently. It's an upgrade from the V2.
Yeah, for sure. Pretty cool. It's one of the lightest droppers on the market now. So lighter than the Reverb Axis, lighter than Fox Transfer SLs, which is really cool. And it's also adjustable height. So like their V2, you can shim it. So this one's a 180. You can go in 10mm increments, so down to 160, 170, and it's super easy to do. You just unscrew this thing, slide out the bushing, put the pins in, and adjust it. And maintenance on it is super user-friendly. So most people can do this at home, which is a huge benefit to this dropper. So I'm really excited to do a long-term test on it. I'm gonna slap it on my Blur and see how it holds up over a season of riding.
Yeah, the V2 was already my favorite post, so I'm just stoked to see the V3. I love how low clearance the actuator is. I'm always running the longest post I can fit in the frame, and so yeah, it just gives me a little bit more flexibility on that front.
For sure.
Love what OneUp's doing.
Yeah, I've never used a OneUp. I've had Fox transfers, I've had bike yoke. Right now the bike yoke is my favorite, and I think this one might be my favorite after this season. We'll see. So I'm excited.
Nice, yeah, I ran the 240 post in my trail bike last year, and it was just so nice to have that clearance, the saddle clearance, when I was riding downhill.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things, so stay tuned. We'll give you a full, honest review on it.
Yeah, definitely. I think I had one of these as well on one of my bikes. Well, I know I did, and I bought it but it wasn't the right size. Like I knew it wasn't the right size, so I was looking for like a 160 dropper, but all we had was like 180s or whatever, and I just changed the length of the post. So that was kind of cool. I don't know of many posts, if any. Are there any other posts like that are adjustable as far as height goes?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. There might be something out there.
Yeah, not that we're aware of. Well, cool. Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah. And it comes in a bunch of different sizes, so head over to our website and you can see all the different options, but I think there's probably an option for every bike out there.
Yeah, definitely. We got Gearheads standing by, so if you give us a call at Competitive Cyclist, they can run you through what would fit your bike. It's always a challenge with your seat tube. You don't know exactly what's going to fit in there and how far you can actually insert it, so our Gearheads can help you out with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right, another cool product, a brand that is close to our hearts because they're close geographically.
Very close.
And they make cool products.
Yeah.
They're in Ogden, about an hour away from us, but it is ENVE. So what do we got there?
This is the SES AR one-piece handlebar, and like Ian said, they are very close to home, so it's really cool because all these products are made in the US and at the factory in Ogden, so I think that's really cool. It came in at 344 grams, and this is for the 40. It's also 100 stem length, so really light, very aerodynamic. It's integrated completely, so it works with the ENVE bikes and also some custom builds, but you have to make sure that it is, compatible before you do buy it if it's not an ENVE bike.
Yeah, that's the in-route system. I have the notes in front of me, so I'm cheating here. But I'll give you some widths on it. So they do have standard stock sizes that they'll sell, 38, 40, 42, 44, and 46 widths.
Yeah.
And the stem lengths 90, 100, 110, 120, and 130.
Very wide range.
Yeah, one of the coolest things about this bar is they actually make it in Ogden, and if you put in an order, you can actually put in funky sizes if you want to. They'll cut the tubes and they'll put it all together for you. So if you have something that you're looking for that you can't find in a standard stock size, they'll make it for you.
It's awesome, super customizable, which is like pretty unique, I think, especially for like a fully integrated handlebar. Like if you know your stuff, that's got to be pretty relieving to be able to order that.
Yeah, definitely. And like you said, it's in-route system.
Feel how light it is?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Which is mostly on the ENVE bikes. Well, it's on all the ENVE bikes, but then they make a top cap for some other brands as well, like Colnago, because that they sponsor UAE with their handlebar. This is not the ones that the pro racers are using. This is the AR, and they use the other one that is not out yet. But you can see images all over the place, and everybody knows this
Hopefully
exists.
we can get our hands on it and do a review on that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, at some point.
It's coming.
That would be great. Yeah. That's coming. But yeah, they'd like to do some more stem caps for other brands. They've just kind of been working on that. We were asking them about like different bike brands. Like, a lot of people are doing, super nerdy people, which is awesome. More nerdier than me, are doing top caps where you can run the cables for like, other specialized sort of.
Yeah, they're like 3D printing them at home for
Yeah.
certain bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But ENVE at some point would like to just have this available to purchase.
Yeah.
So they're working on that. We've been talking a lot about this bar.
The handlebars are also pretty flared, which I think is cool. I think it's 18 degrees flare. I believe that's correct. Which I think is cool. It's a more comfortable ride. Gets your elbows out, when you're trying to throw elbows, but get out of my way. So I think that's another cool feature of the bars. But overall, pretty exciting. It's, and anything that comes from ENVE, I feel like I'm like, wow, this is a really cool product. So it's cool to see them, constantly innovating and
Yep, they
keeping
do
up
a really
with
good job. And they've also got a KH mount that is integrated in here that comes with the bar as well. So if everybody wants to run a computer, which I highly suggest, go ahead and do that.
You don't just spirit ride, no computer? Johnny, you were big on that for a while.
No, I always run a computer.
I'm not going to believe that.
No, I do.
All right, Kendall, do you want to tell us about the 2024 Switchblade behind us?
Yes, I do. Yeah, we got to ride this a little bit earlier today. Definitely check out our new Enduro series video. It's a hoot.
It came out today as well, right? This video is going to come out at the same time, I think.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, go check that out if you're interested in this bike. It's a hoot. But yeah, the new Switchblade is here behind us. It's a nice little add-on from the previous version. They basically refined the DW link. That was like the most noticeable thing for me. I just found it like a little bit smoother in the top part of the travel compared to the older bike. And so that was awesome. We were charging down some staircases and stuff, and it was just like really holding lines well. And then aside from that, little bit of a geo tweak. I think the last version's head tube angle was in the 66 degree range. We're down closer to 65. So yeah, a little bit slacker head tube angle. Reach is a little bit longer. We've moved on to more size-specific chainstays. I think the extra small, small, and medium all have the same size, but then the large and the extra large have size-specific chainstays, and then Pivot is still doing the size-specific carbon layups. So your XL bike is going to be a little bit stiffer than your size small bike. Fits the riders, and the weight of the riders a little bit better. So yeah, Pivot's still doing all the stuff that we've loved them for with this bike. It still has a flip chip. All their builds come in 29-inch wheel configurations, but you are able to run it mixed wheel. You just have to convert it yourself. Yeah, aside from that, I mean, it's a great just middle of the road trail bike. It's 142 in the rear, 160 up in the fork, so you can definitely get as gnarly as you want with it. This will definitely stand up to the occasional bike park day or some more downhill oriented trails, but this is not going to shy away from huge days in the saddle. Yeah, 30-mile rides, all those things. So definitely interesting to see Pivot making a really reputable bike even better. So we love to see it. What do you guys think?
First and foremost, I just gotta say that color is so sick. I love that color. It's so bright and perfect for spring, and I don't know, new bike, new color. I'm all about bright colors going into 2024.
Well, speaking of bright colors, they're gonna make a special edition one that is
Really?
bright pink. They're only making 300 of them, so
Woo!
by the
Oh,
time
man.
you see this, it's probably already gone.
Yeah.
But hopefully you can snag one because it looks really cool. It's a throwback to their old Talon, they're one of the first Pivot bikes, so it looks really neat. Insert image of it here because it looks really good.
Yeah, the anniversary bike is beautiful.
In the other video, I have an alter ego. His name is Blade, and that's the color that he would ride for sure.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
So
Yeah.
go check out that video. It's a little bit of departure.
Yeah.
A little departure from what we typically do.
But I mean, it's wintertime. We couldn't get out on the trails, and it was the best we could do. So, we're gonna do a long-term review, right?
Yeah. We'll have more content on it coming up soon.
Yeah. I know I'm excited to ride it once it thaws out here and can see what it's all about. Because I'm all about the big days, so I would like to see if I can do 30, 40 miles and if it's comfortable for that.
Do it. You think you'd jump right on this XL frame size?
For sure.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty manageable.
A lot of cool stuff coming out.
New
Yeah.
bikes? You guys want to buy a new bike this year? I just bought one, but what about you guys?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking to do a new trail bike build. Really want to go mixed wheel. Not sure which frame I'm going to go with yet. More updates on that, and we'll have some big updates in February and March on new models and things like that.
Yeah.
What about you?
I want to get a new gravel bike. Gravel bike is calling my name. Again, not sure what yet, but working on it.
I keep
Underwraps.
trying to
24th
tell her to
year.
get a XC bike, but
Yeah.
I don't know. She's just not
Well.
going for it yet. But
I've got gravel races. I don't have mountain bike races. I gotta pick.
Yeah.
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 Living in the mountains long enough, she'll convert. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
maybe next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been thinking about some bikes. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Road?
S5, Sorello S5 is really calling my name
Okay.
lately, but I always go back and forth. The dogmas that Pinarello's been coming out with have been awesome. All right, Kendall, so you mentioned it's kind of ski season right now, but you've been doing some off-season training.
Yeah, I'm stoked to get back on the bike, but it's just not really much of an option right now. So I'm doing a good bit of ski touring. So I'm hiking uphill to ski down. It's always good to train at elevation, so I'm doing that a little bit. I like to go to the gym a fair bit as well. I get on the stationary bike for shorter sessions, like 10, 15 minutes, and then I like to do some strength training, a little bit of core, keep
What's your
it
strength training look
dynamic.
like? Because I've been hitting the weights too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to kind of load it up nice and heavy. I train all year round, and so yeah, I get a lot of practice, and so I feel like I can lift weights safely. So yeah, like on leg days, doing the basic stuff like squats and deadlifts,
Nice.
and then working with the dumbbells and the barbells a little bit for upper body. And
Yeah.
What about you, Sid?
Kind of the same, except I'm brand new to weights, gym work, all that stuff. So I've definitely been taking it easy with form and stuff like that. Started out just with the bar, and then kind of been adding weight to that, and I'm almost at 100 pounds, which I'm trying to keep it light. I'm not trying to injure myself.
100 pounds for
but
what?
Squats.
Squats, nice.
Yeah, but just mostly on the legs. The
Nice.
squats, deadlifts, single leg lunges, that kind of stuff. But it feels good, it's a good way to kind of switch things up. And honestly, on the days where it's just pouring down snow and you're like, all right, I got a good workout in, and then if you tie it into the trainer, I'm like, damn, that's a full training day.
Yeah. Yeah. What about your trainer workouts? What are those looking like?
Those are short and sweet. I'd say hour and a half, 2 hours max. But I kind of focus on making my hard days really hard, making my hard days hard enough to where my easy days, I have to go easy, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
So like Tuesdays and Thursdays, I try to go really hard, and then everything in between is kind of like, all right, let's chill. And then Saturday, Sunday, I try to do longer rides. I got like really motivated, and I was like, I'm gonna do a 3.5, 4-hour trainer ride. I made it 2 hours. And I was like, I am not doing this any longer. So
Yeah, it's tough to do.
It's tough to do, but I've been doing some snowshoeing too. So, just keeping active as much as I can, and,
Nice. Yeah. I mean, being a company that wants people to get outside and do outside things, we have some cool opportunities for folks that work here. They can go take little breaks to go do certain things, and you're going to be going somewhere. You don't have to say where it is, but you're going to be on a little training camp for
it's
the
been
next
great.
month.
It's perks of remote work. You can run away from the snow as fast as you possibly can.
Yeah. So you might not be on the next CC show.
I know. Don't miss me too much.
In
Drop a
February.
comment who your favorite commentator is. If you don't say it's me, I'm going to be very sad.
Oh, no.
What about you, Johnny? You've been training all? I mean, I'll say that I haven't been training in the off season, so
Dang.
yeah, I need to get on that.
Yeah, I'm trying something new this year. I'm getting on the trainer. I have been so anti-trainer, I just couldn't do it, but I got a Trainer Road membership, and now I have a plan for the first race, which will be in March, and then Sea Otter will be another race. So that's my A race, and the plan built me a schedule, so we'll see what it does.
Yeah, Trainer Road's pretty cool.
For those who are new to the channel, you don't understand how big of a deal this is. Jono spent all last year talking about how he didn't need a training plan. He didn't need structure. All he needed to do was just ride his bike.
Yeah.
Now he's done a full 180, and I'm just like, who are you? I'm sorry, is this the same person?
Come springtime, I think I'll forget about the training plan. I just want to not
Structure
lose
helps
everything.
in the winter.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, but in your defense, I think you did fine without a training plan.
Yeah.
For anybody that wants to come ride with Jono, your legs will probably be ripped off.
Yeah, and I prefer not to have a training plan. It takes away the joy
Yeah.
for me.
See, he's a soul rider,
Look
but he
at
still
that.
has a computer.
That's true.
Correct.
You're not a true soul rider.
Nah,
a true
nah.
soul rider would not have a computer.
Strava still
wouldn't have
matters.
anything.
Yeah.
That's true.
I've ridden with Jono. It's hard to keep up. Can confirm.
Yeah, Jono's very strong. Let's see, what else should we say? We have Hannah Otto. I know that I alluded to it earlier, but she is back with us in 2024.
Yep.
And she's going to be focusing on the Lifetime Grand Prix Series. She'll also be doing the UCI
Marathon.
mountain bike race.
Yeah.
And
Which
used to
she
do-
actually won in snowshoe.
Yeah.
That was like her first marathon race, I guess, last year. I'm not sure if she'd done any prior, but she went to snowshoe and ended up winning, which was amazing.
Yeah, so we're really excited to have Hannah back. You should watch our video on her on my
Whole enchilada.
Whole enchilada.
FKT.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Whole enchilada FKT. And she's been doing some other things out on the trails.
Yeah, we may have a
trying
little
to-
project we're working on with her, and we'll see what happens.
little project. Yeah.
More to come.
Yeah.
More to
Yeah.
come. That's a little teaser there, but it's
Yeah.
going to be better than the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think hopefully another one, later this year too.
Hopefully another one later this year. Yeah. So we're really, really excited to have Hannah. And then we also have Reese Wallace, who goes out and crushes it on his mountain bike.
Yeah.
He's jumping around all over
Yeah,
the
his
place.
house is really cool. If you have not followed him on Instagram, you should check him out. He built an awesome jump park in his backyard, and I think you would like to go there. Maybe a little
Yeah.
big for you, but I think you could start with some smaller stuff.
Yeah, I watched the invitational event, the highlights, and it was pretty cool. He had some big names out there, and yeah, like you said, big features. Yeah, there's some good sized jumps and drops that plenty of tricks going on.
Yeah, and he'll be
Good
doing
entertainment.
doing that again this year too. So maybe I'll go out and see what it's all about.
Yeah, it'd be fun to spectate.
And then we will be traveling around to, like I said, Sea Otter, but also a lot of other events and covering them on our social media channel. We've been trying to figure out some races that we want to go to, highlight on our social channel. Maybe we'll do a video. We did a Steamboat Gravel video last year. We'd love to do something like that. So that's exciting. We haven't quite figured out. We've been in the lotteries for some stuff, but we haven't figured out exactly where we want to go. But if you had your choice of any of the events, let's see. How about we go to you, Sydney?
I already got into my dream event. So sorry, John.
What was that?
It was SBT Gravel. We did it
nice,
last year.
nice.
The three of us did it last year as a team. You should go check that video out. That was super fun, and we had a little internal competition going on, and that was a really fun trip, and I had such a fun time. I was like, I need to go back. So I entered the lottery for it, got in, and it's actually 20 miles shorter Thank goodness.
More climbing, more climbing.
More climbing, but
Yeah.
20 miles shorter. So I'm really excited for this year.
And you did win your age group last year.
I did win my age group last year.
So this
yeah.
year, what's the big
Yeah,
change?
I entered the pro category for this
Yeah.
year, so very terrified, but it's fine. I'm only telling the whole internet that. It'll be cool. It'll be cool to see, how fast those women race. And honestly, I think just making it through that race is an accomplishment. And if I'm racing against Hannah and all those women, I'm like, I don't know whether I should be scared or ask for an autograph. You know what I mean?
That's tough.
I'm like, wow, they're so cool. I don't know what to do. But yeah, I'm super, super pumped for that one because it was such a fun trip last year. Honestly, it was like one of my favorite trips last year. So happy to be going back. And John, you'll be missed. Ian, you'll be missed. Yeah.
Yeah. Ken, what about you?
I'm not a super big
do any
competition guy,
events?
honestly. But yeah, as far as my favorite event to spectate, definitely Red Bull Rampage. Love that competition. And yeah, as far as like a dream for me, it would just probably be more of like traveling to a new place, riding new trails, maybe hitting a new bike park.
Do you have any like mileage, like big mile, big ride goal for this year?
Not really.
Downhill guy, man.
Yeah.
He's going downhill.
How many lifts has he taken this
try
year?
to-
Is he taking? Yeah.
I try to do a 30-mile ride every year. I mean,
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
that's solid.
get
There
out.
you go.
We do some pedaling, but
He's not just a downhill mountain biker. Come
but,
on.
He likes the downhills, man. He lives for the downhills.
dude, I'll do some climbing. Yeah.
I know, but you seen his videos, man? He's freaking crushing it.
But dream location for me right now, I don't know, Legacy Bike Park up in Montana.
All right.
Looks pretty legit. I'd like to go there. Yourself?
I don't really have anything. I mean, I'm going to do the gravel race at Sea Otter, but then I think I might do Lost and Found gravel race in California again. I think they brought that back, and I really like that event. That's a great event.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
What about you, John?
Looking forward to Sea Otter, the Fuego XL. I'm hoping I can somehow qualify for Leadville because I signed up for the lottery, did not get in. But Leadville is one of those races that is on my bucket list and want to get in there and see what it's all about.
We've also got some partnerships this year. The one that I'm most excited about and the one I'd like people to know about the most is our NICA partnership. We were a partner last year with NICA, but we are a partner again this year, and they're doing some great things getting kids on bikes, and we like helping with that as much as we can, however we can. So we're going to try to do a video about that, and we're also going to try to get some special pricing to some NICA families and kids to get more kids on bikes. So really excited about NICA.
Yeah, they're huge here in Utah. And it's pretty cool to see. You go out on the local ride like in the morning, and you got the whole high school team. I'm like, man, I wish I had that when I was growing up.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, we have some employees here with kids who are in the program, and I always like to follow along through the season, see how people are doing.
Yeah.
It's fun.
All right, thanks for watching the first Competitive Cyclist show of 2024. Like I said, please leave your suggestions, questions down in the comments. If you have questions about cycling in general, reach out to one of our Gearheads. You can chat online or call them, and they are great resources to help you get out there. And make sure you subscribe to our channel, like the videos. It really helps us out, and yeah, we'd love to curate more and more stuff. And we are on a mission for 100,000 subscribers this year, so if you can help us get there, we'd really appreciate it. So we'll see you out there on the roads.
See you on the trails.
See ya.